This is what the box was. And apparently, Dune is already out of theaters. So if you've been wanting to see Dune in the theaters, well, it's out of theaters now. But the number one movie of the weekend is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. For some reason, they do not have the international numbers on here. This movie has a scattered international release, but it has not yet to release in Finland, Argentina, Netherlands, Romania, Turkey, and UK. Most of like media markets in the UK is like a big one as well. They released in China, which probably where a lot of the international numbers come from as well. Also from Australia, yeah, and Japan and all these other countries, including Mexico. Again, we'll be using typically movies open around 3 to 2 times the global opening. And we looked at the numbers for Planet of the Apes. That means this movie is going to end up being a loss either way. But Disney, of course, should not be happy about these numbers. If we compare this to the pre-pandemic films, okay, we can compare this to the pre-pandemic films. Okay, we're gonna have to do it. Okay. Okay, so we have all of the original ones. Okay, we have the other movies. So Dawn and War. Okay. So let's compare it to the other movies. Obviously, War ended up making around $489 million. So these movies actually are a decent international draw. So the openings are pegged for Rise and War. Okay. But if you see, there is a decline if you adjust it for inflation. It is the lowest grossing if you include inflation. And it'll probably be the lowest grossing of the series. And Disney, of course, does not want those numbers. But yes, when we compare them to the other movies. And Rise ended up making $136 million and War made $146 million. I think it's going to make closer to War or make less. And international numbers, it will probably make around, these movies typically make around $290 million or $300 million, which means typically these movies have pretty decent ratings internationally, kind of like Godzilla. Godzilla opened to like $110 million, or Kung Fu Panda opened to like 50, but that's because those movies had a very slow international rollout. At least Kung Fu Panda did where they released it in some major markets like way later. But yeah, it seems that Hollywood is continuing to struggle since Godzilla. They have not had a major hit. Okay, this is the best they have done. But again, I think a lot of people have been wanting to return to this series. That's what they think when people would be like, oh my god, Planet of the Apes is back. We haven't had a new movie in 60 years. Okay. I think this is another classic case of franchise fatigue overall. People are getting sick of the Planet of the Apes. Okay, I know the original ones, there were like 6 or 7 or 8 of them. And there was a 2001 movie that no one liked. But they have never tried, until the 2010s, they have never tried to bring it back. I do like the story of these movies. Okay. A lot of people say these movies are actually good. The newest one is actually good. But $160 million. But this movie needs to make $400 million to break even. Again, looking at the growth of the other movies, it shouldn't be that hard of a hassle. War made 498, 489 million, and Rise made 470 million. Okay, this shouldn't be a massive hurdle to go over. Okay, this shouldn't be a massive hurdle to go over. But again, this is modern Disney. They love to screw up everything and ruin everything. Okay, for example, they brought back the Omen franchise that, everyone was so desperately missing. Okay, and no one went to go see it. Okay, like no one's like, yeah, we missed the first Omen. We missed the Omen franchise. No, yeah, no one went to go see it. And now let's go to the other movies. And we have the Fall Guy, which no one is watching. The ratings for this movie is abysmal. Okay, so yeah, the Fall Guy. If you do not know this movie, they released. It's not part of a franchise. I know, but it's based off some old TV show that no one watched. Okay, Hollywood has never made a movie called The Fall Guy before. Okay, no one wants to see this movie because no one wants to test new IPs in Hollywood unless it's something like the Mario movie where everyone knows who Mario is. Okay, and it's very likely we're not getting a sequel to this movie either. So Hollywood is continuing to struggle with Fall Guy. The movie is not going to make money. I am almost certain of it. International numbers were not that great for this movie as well. And again, Hollywood has nothing but themselves to blame because they can't get people to go out and see a non-franchise movie. When back in the day, this movie would have been open to like $40 to $50 million, bare minimum. Okay, that a lot of people are like, oh my god, these movies are so amazing. Okay, but I think the best example of star power dying is Challengers. Okay, a lot of people say, oh my god, Zendaya is such a great actress. Everybody loves Zendaya. Oh yeah, no one went to go see this movie. Okay, this is almost a meme on this channel at this point, but no one went to go see this movie. I made several videos about it, and no one went to go see Challengers. We even calculated the number of people who went to go see the movie. It's abysmal. Only 1.2 million people went to go see Challengers in the theaters. That's not good. Okay, this is for Zendaya, one of the biggest stars, quote unquote, in Hollywood, and no one went to go see it. Okay, no, and people were like, but the critics were like, oh yeah, no one gives to Rotten Tomatoes think anyways. Okay, no one gives a shit. Rotten Tomatoes is not determined if people want to see a movie or not. I'm sorry, we don't live in this world where Rotten Tomatoes determines which movies are successful or not. If we did, then a lot of movies a movie like Booksmart would have made $200 million at the box office, bare minimum. Okay, or at least $100 million. Okay, and it would have been this massive box office hit and this classic that all these movie critics love to proclaim it was. So yeah, no one went to go see Challengers. This is a box office failure, either way. And yeah, I guess Zendaya must not be very happy about the results of this movie. So next is Tower, which is a movie about some cards. That's what. It's ridiculous, but yeah, and broke even. They don't have to worry about this movie losing money. Cost like $10 million. It cost like $5 or $6 million to make, and it only means like $20 million to break even, and it just did. Sony must be pretty happy that at least one of their movies made money this year. Godzilla X Kong: A New Empire made $550 million. This movie is slowing down. Kind of like Kung Fu Panda 4 and Ghostbusters. There's a new empire. No, Frozen Empire, not a new empire. But Frozen Empire, it's like this is last week on the number list. Okay. Next is Unsung Hero, which also continues to add it into the profits territory. Yes, this movie is going to make a profit for Lionsgate. Good, Lionsgate finally, after years of belittlement, gets something right. Okay. Next is Kung Fu Panda 4, which made $529 million. This movie had very good ratings, despite the credit and towering by YouTubers and movie critics alike. It seems that people don't give a crap about what they say. People just want to watch a movie and have a good time. And they're saying that this was gonna doom Hollywood. Like no one gives a shit about what the fucking movie critics think. Okay, most people who just want to watch a movie for fun. I don't think Kung Fu Panda 4 quote unquote aged well. Kind of like Cars 2. okay? Because Cars 2 made a huge chunk of money too, okay? Cars 2, a lot of people hate that movie. Okay, that movie aged very poorly, okay? But made a lot of money in the very beginning, okay? Okay, next is Civil War. Yeah, for some reason, this movie is finally picking up internationally, okay? This movie's finally picking up internationally, which means there's a possibility this movie might actually break even at the box office. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, Civil War might actually break even at the box office as well. But again, that means this movie is basically a loss at this point, which means they say they could basically, if they want to, call this movie a hit movie. Be as well. But yeah, this movie, of course, is a very, very America centric movie about a hypothetical civil war. But yeah, that's about it. You know. Next is, yeah, they released Star Wars: A Phantom Menace. It made more money. And they'll probably kick it out of theaters next week. I don't see it staying in the theaters. It is a very old movie, but I still find it funny that it still made $8 million at the box office, or so that there was still a decent chunk of Star Wars fans who would just go see this, and they would just go see a Phantom Menace. That's pretty funny. They went to go see the Phantom Menace in the theaters. Next is Abigail. No one is watching this movie. Again, another box office failure. Yeah. Again, does like challenges in the Fall Guy. Not a part of a franchise or an IP. So yeah. Next is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Well, it's a frozen success, which means it's not gonna make any money because people are sick of Ghostbusters. Okay. As well. This is like the one example where movie critic scores did kind of matter. Because a lot of people said that this movie was a CGI slogfest and no one went to go see it. Okay. So yeah, Hollywood is continuing to be doomed. I don't think anyone should be surprised by this whatsoever. Hollywood really dug their own grave. I really think. And I think we're heading towards a movie crash. Okay. I think Hollywood was hoping this wouldn't happen, that people would come back and see movies. But really, Hollywood really dug their own grave, yeah. And that's about this video here. Goodbye.